Hello, good afternoon. Now, in the continuation of the fuel, we have taught about the different types of the fuel, different types of the calorific values like GCV. So, we study about the calculation of the calorific value, high calorific value, low calorific value. In other words, you can say gross calorific value and net calorific value. So calculation of the calorific value is of two types. One, theoretical calculation by applying formula, and second is experimental determination. Like bomb calorimeter. So in bomb calorimeter we take known mass of the fuel, burn it completely in presence of oxygen, heat generated, raise the temperature of the water. We measure the initial and final temperature applying the formula, heat given equal to heat taken, like this. So that is the experimental method. Theoretical method applying formula, that is the Dulong formula. So by applying Dulong formula, we can calculate the GCV or HCV, and if the percentage of hydrogen is known in the fuel, we can also calculate the net calorific value, and as we know, net calorific value is less than the high calorific value. Because steam form or vapor form due to presence of hydrogen, some latent amount of the heat dissipate from the system, and therefore there is a loss of some amount of the heat, and NCV is less than GCV. So as we know that NCV is equal to GCV minus 0.09 into percentage of hydrogen into latent heat of the steam, that is 587. So you can calculate the GCV and NCV. Now, today we shall calculate the air required. Air. Actually, oxygen is necessary component for combustion. Just see here, carbon, in presence of oxygen, it will change into carbon dioxide. If carbon is heated in presence of oxygen, carbon dioxide is formed and heat will generate delta H minus H like this. Similarly, hydrogen will burn in oxygen, and the chemical reaction is this: hydrogen plus half O2, H2O is formed. It is the gas. It is gas. So physical conditions are known. This is the chemical reaction involved during the combustion of the hydrogen, and some heat is also generated because it is isothermic reaction. Similarly, carbon monoxide is also burned in oxygen giving carbon dioxide. One volume of the carbon monoxide requires half volume of the oxygen giving carbon dioxide. Or you can say in terms of the weight, this carbon 12 plus oxygen 16, it is equal to 28. Means 28 gram of the carbon monoxide require 16 gram of the oxygen for complete combustion. So either we calculate oxygen required in terms of the weight or in terms of the volume. So there are other reactions also. Suppose this is the ethane. Ethane will require this much of the oxygen giving carbon dioxide and water. Acetylene, it requires 5 O2 giving carbon dioxide and 2 H2O. Methane requires 2 O2 carbon dioxide and H2O. So these are the chemical reactions which help in the calculation of the air required for the complete combustion of the fuel, whether the fuel is solid or fuel is gas. So we shall consider one by one. First of all, we shall consider calculation of the air required for the combustion of the coal. Coal is a solid fuel. Then we shall take some example of the combustion of the gas fuel. So gas fuel means every constituent of the fuel is in the gas form. So before calculation, we should understand that what is the percentage of the oxygen present in air. Percentage by weight. Percentage by weight of oxygen in air. 23%. 23%. It means if 23 gram of the oxygen is required for the complete combustion of certain weight of the fuel, so how much air will be required? Very easily you can say that weight of O2, total weight of the O2 required for complete combustion of the fuel multiplied by 100 by 23. This is the weight of air. Weight of the air. So easily you can calculate the weight of air. But sometimes you will observe that some oxygen is already present in the fuel. So what to do? Then we have to subtract the amount of the oxygen already present in the fuel. So for this, you can very easily apply a formula depending upon this percentage and other calculation. Let us consider one example. A coal sample. Coal sample has following composition. Carbon equal to 75%. Carbon equal to 75%. Hydrogen equal to 5.2%. Hydrogen 5.2%. Oxygen equal to 12.1%. Nitrogen 4%. Ash equal to 2% and 4%. Like this. Suppose this is the numerical problem and ask calculate weight of air required for complete combustion of 1 kg coal, like this, 1 kg coal. So this is a very simple numerical. Coal sample has this much composition. Carbon 75%, hydrogen 5.2%, oxygen 12.1%, nitrogen. One thing you have to remember that neither oxygen burn, nor nitrogen burn, nor ash. So we do not consider all this. But oxygen is required for the combustion. So what to do? You have to calculate. There are two methods. Either you calculate oxygen required separately, how much oxygen is required for complete combustion of carbon. So 75% of the carbon means in 1 kg you will have 750 gram of the carbon. In 1 kg of the coal, 750 gram of the carbon is present. So how much oxygen will be required? Just see how we can calculate. carbon 705 grams. Chemical reaction carbon plus O2 equal to CO2. 12 gram of the carbon require 32 gram of the oxygen. Then carbon dioxide will be formed. So for 1 gram of the carbon, you will require 32 by 12 gram O2. So 750 gram carbon will require 750 into 32 upon 12 gram. And it will be nearly 200,000 gram O2. So this is one way to calculate the oxygen required for individual element like carbon and hydrogen. So first of all, calculate oxygen required for carbon present in 1 kg, hydrogen present in 1 kg. Suppose there is a hydrogen 5.2%, so 50 gram hydrogen is present in 1 kg. And in case of hydrogen, you will find that hydrogen plus half O2, it is equal to H2O. 2 gram plus 16. Half O2, weight of the O2 is 32, half O2 is 16. So, how much for 1 gram hydrogen it requires 16 volume, 16 by 2. And for 52 gram hydrogen, it is 52 into 16 upon 2. That is 8 like this. Like this. Just see, you have calculated a very simple calculation. Chemical reaction shows that 12 gram of the carbon requires 32 gram of the oxygen, then change into carbon dioxide. So 1 gram of the carbon requires 32 by 12 gram of the oxygen. How much carbon is present in 1 kg of the coal? So numerical problem say that 72% means if there is a 100 gram of the coal, 75 gram of the carbon is present in the coal. So in 1 kg there are 1000 grams of the coal. So in 1000 grams you will get 750 gram of the carbon. So this much carbon is present in 1 kg of the coal. Chemical reaction shows that for 1 gram of the carbon, this much gram of the oxygen is required. Then how much oxygen will be required for complete combustion of the 750 gram of the carbon? That is 750 into 32 upon the 12 gram, and you will get like this. Now, second constituent which can burn into oxygen and give the heat, that is the hydrogen, H2 plus half O2 H2O. Though 2 grams of the hydrogen require 16 grams of the oxygen to change into H2O and heat it evolve. So 1 gram for 1 gram of the hydrogen it requires 16 by 2, and already I have told you 5.2% of the hydrogen. It means in 1 kg 52 gram of the hydrogen is present. How much oxygen is required? 52 into 16 upon 2, that is there. So thus you can calculate theoretical oxygen required. It is equal to 2000 plus 416. It is equal to 2416 gram. 2416 gram oxygen is required for complete combustion of 1 kg of the coal containing 75% of the carbon and 5.2% of the hydrogen. But actually, just see the numerical, 12.1% oxygen is already present in the fuel, in the coal. So, actual, which is called as the net amount of oxygen required, it is equal to 416 minus 121 gram. 121, 12.1% of the oxygen is present in the coal. So this 12.1% means in 1 kg coal, it is 121 gram of the oxygen. So 121 gram of the oxygen is already present in the coal, which is also utilized in complete combustion of the carbon. So how much sulfurous oxygen is required from the air? So you have to subtract. So I have subtracted. This is the total amount of the oxygen required for complete combustion of 75% of the carbon present in the coal and 5.2% of the hydrogen present in the coal. Other constituents are present, but they do not combust in the oxygen or air and do not generate heat, and therefore they are not taken into consideration. So this is the total amount of the oxygen required, and you subtract 1 to 1 gram of the oxygen already present in the coal, and therefore you will get 5932 gram. This is the net oxygen required. Net oxygen required. Now question is, this is the total amount of the oxygen required. So what is the minimum amount of air required? Just see here, I have told you that oxygen percentage by weight in air, it is 23%. So here we can say weight of air, it is equal to 2395 into 100 divided by 23 gram. This is the air. This is the total amount of the oxygen required, and this is the percentage of oxygen in air by weight, and therefore we can apply this formula. This is the multiplication factor 100 by 23 into weight of the oxygen, net weight of the oxygen. This is the net weight of the oxygen. This is the net weight. Net weight. So in this way you can calculate the minimum weight of the oxygen required. Now in general you can apply a formula. Let us see the formula. In one step formula you can see weight of air equal to weight of air required for complete combustion of coal. It is equal to weight of O2 percentage carbon, weight of carbon multiplied by 100 by 23. Sorry, it is 32 by 12. Just see here, C plus O2, 12 gram require 32 gram oxygen. So here we have to put the amount of the carbon. So carbon into 32 by 12 plus hydrogen, weight of hydrogen into 16. Just see here, hydrogen plus half O2, it is equal to H2, and this is the 2, and this is the 16. So here you can write 16 by 2. Minus O2. Minus O2. One thing more. Suppose if sulfur is also given, sulfur, S plus O2, you will get SO2. S minus 32, oxygen 32. So conversion factor will be 32 upon 32. So you can also say here one factor plus sulfur multiplied by 32 by 32 minus O2. So this formula can be applied very easily in one step. You can calculate. So how? Suppose just the previous numerical, 75% of the carbon is present in 1 kg. So you can say 1 kg means 1, put here 1 into 75%. So in 1 kg you will get 750 gram. You will get the amount of the oxygen in gram. So 750 into 32 by 12. This is the amount of oxygen. Similarly, percentage of hydrogen is 5.2. See, in 1 kg, it will be 52. Put here 52 into 16 upon 2. You will get the oxygen required for complete combustion of the hydrogen. If sulfur is given, but in the numerical no sulfur is given, so it does not require. So we can say simply minus O2, O2, and you say 12.1% of the oxygen is present. So you shall put here how much? 121 gram of oxygen. So you will find that this by 2, it is 750 into 32 upon 12 plus 52 into 16 upon 2 minus 121 like this. Now you have to calculate the weight of the air. Already I have said that 23% of the air oxygen is present in the air. So this is the converter 100 upon 23. If you calculate RD, again the same value you will get 2000 plus 416 minus 121 into 100 upon 23. So again you will get 2416 minus 121 into 100 upon 20 like this. So this is the way how to calculate. Either you apply formula in one step or you can separately calculate the amount of the oxygen required for carbon, for oxygen. If sulfur is given, then for sulfur. So taking into consideration the what chemical reactions are involved. Suppose there is a carbon, combustion of the carbon, you will get carbon, 12 gram of the carbon require 32 gram of the oxygen, 2 gram of the hydrogen requires 16 gram of the oxygen, sulfur plus O2 means 32 gram of the sulfur require 32 gram of the oxygen, giving less O2 like this. So all these chemical reactions indicate you how much oxygen is required. So separately you can calculate the amount of the oxygen required for carbon, for hydrogen, for sulfur. Separately add all amount of the oxygen required and subtract already oxygen present in the coal. Suppose if the coal sample does not contain any percentage of the oxygen, so need not the calculated value of the oxygen will be same as the required oxygen. So in this way you can apply the formula for calculating the amount, minimum amount of the air required. Now we can also calculate the volume of the air also. So I would like to say that volume of oxygen in air means amount of the oxygen in air by volume. This is the amount by weight. But 21 O2 by volume in air, it is 21%. 21% by volume. But in this calculation, first of all, you have to calculate the volume of the oxygen. Then you know that the molar mass of the air is 28.9. So first of all, you have to calculate the volume, and for calculating volume, you have to apply Avogadro hypothesis. You know, everybody knows about the Avogadro hypothesis. So, applying Avogadro hypothesis, we shall calculate the volume of the air required. So, we shall discuss calculation of minimum volume of the air required for complete combustion of the certain amount of the coal next time. Thank you.